New at 9 o'clock tonight, family members of a murdered transgender woman demand justice and acceptance for their loved one. This is Rodney Whitaker, and he was also known as Ebony. Tuesday morning, Whitaker was found shot to death. As Eyewitness News Everywhere reporter Joyce Peterson uncovers, relatives think his lifestyle choices led to his death. And does Rodney's family think that this killing was actually a hate crime, Joyce?
Dee, when a woman puts on makeup, like blush or mascara or lipstick, or when she puts on pretty clothes, nobody bats an eye. But when a man like Rodney Whitaker does it, it makes some people uncomfortable. Rodney's family says so uncomfortable, transgenders are often victims of discrimination, hatred, even murder.
Abandoned building, clothes, strolled everywhere, condoms. He didn't have to die like that. He didn't. Let's say it.
Claudia Blair and her daughter Portia say whoever killed their cousin Rodney killed a young man with a heart of gold, a young man the family always suspected was gay.
Yeah, because I mean we would do like cheerleading moves, and he would. And once when I went over there, Bring It On had just came out, and he knew the movie better than the girls in the movie, so I knew he would be different.
Claudia and Portia did not know until after Rodney was found shot to death behind a daycare in a parking lot littered with used condoms. He'd been turning tricks for money since he was 16.
No, when I was 15, 16, the biggest thing on my mind was what I'm wearing to school tomorrow, not where I'm getting my next meal from, or who I'm going to have to sleep with, or what I'm going to have to wear to sleep with this person, and I feel that was just sad.
But maybe if he had more moral support from his family and a place to live, clothes and all that, a lot of choices he made, he might have not made it.
Rodney's family isn't alone in demanding justice for his murder. The Tennessee Transgender Political Coalition, a group out of Nashville, paid a visit to Memphis this week to attend the city council meeting. The TTPC denounced the videotaped police beating of transgender woman DeWanna Johnson. The killing of Rodney Whitaker, also on the group's radar now, as is the 2006 death of Tiffany Berry, another Memphis transgender woman whose murder is still unsolved. Hate crime or not, Rodney Whitaker's family wants the person who killed him behind bars.
I mean, he was a good person, and I feel that he had no choice but to do what he did. And I mean, it wasn't right for the person to take his life like they did.
He's a human being, and he deserved justice just like anybody else.
The president of the Tennessee Transgender Political Coalition released the following statement. It reads as follows, quote, "We consider these two recent crimes, combined with the unsolved murder of Tiffany Berry, to be unacceptable." She goes on, "The lack of the response by the Memphis Police Department has set a tone in the community that the lives of transgender people, especially African American, are irrelevant." At last check, according to Memphis police, nobody in custody for Rodney Whitaker's murder.
Well, the family members you spoke with, do they have any ideas specifically who would want to do this? Had he been harassed by anyone before?
They don't know that he'd been harassed, but they do have their suspicions. They think someone paid to have sex with Rodney, thinking Rodney was a very beautiful young girl named Ebony, and when they went to do the deed, discovered Rodney was indeed Rodney, got upset and shot him.
All right, Joyce. The Tennessee Transgender Political Coalition is pushing for the state's hate crime bill. Members want it to include the words gender identity or expression to cover crimes against transgenders, gays, and lesbians. The TTPC also wants the federal government to pass the Matthew Shepard Hate Crimes Act. Shepard was a 21-year-old gay man. It's been nearly 10 years since he was robbed and beaten to death in the state of Wyoming. His attackers were convicted. Both are in prison serving life terms.